What's it with you and Mars?
How do you think we paid for the new TV, Kevin? Unemployment checks?
So we cut this scene because this scene was in the middle of the movie, and this scene was a little bit too explanative. It was just about Mars, to know who is Mars and why Dennis is so in love with Mars. And we thought that to keep the mystery around Mars was a better choice than just reduce Mars to just to be a carjacker.
If Mars didn't have my back, Mars grabs the baseball bat, kneecaps the motherfucker. Right? Starts kicking his fucking teeth.
And it was also for the audience to realize what Kevin suddenly see his brother is this stupid guy is just very violent. But we understand that with some other scenes, and it was a little bit redundant.
That's what I want from you. A new TV.
You should be grateful.
We cut this scene also because we did a test screening, and also we tried to have a backstory with Tally and say that he's got some alcohol in his car and he's a little bit drunk. And the audience really don't like it, and it was a little bit too much and maybe a little bit cliche. But this kind of thing is very important to build a character. You build a character with this kind of scene, and after you cut it because the character, it's enough. You need to be more mysterious, and you see on his face that he's a loser. And this scene with Flores was cut because also from the beginning to the dead alley, in the dead alley when the watchman grabbed Tally and he showed him his daughter and wife in the car. We need to be faster in this scene, you know. We need to cut some scenes, some little moments to go faster in the movie. So it wasn't a very important scene.
Hello, Louise.
Good afternoon, Chief.
I like your shirt.
This scene is a little bit too much descriptive. You know, we understand that the cop is coming, looking at the truck, and we are going to have all this information through the radio of Flores when Louis called her on the radio.
I've got a 70s model red Ford pickup.
So it was also a little bit explanative, and it was better just to discover that she's there without establish her before.
Run out to my car for a second, Louise.
By the way, Carol's answering a silent alarm, says there's a suspicious vehicle out front.
I'm not going.
This scene was a little bit explanative, and we understand that Mars don't want to leave. And we discover that here it's too much to say that Mars don't want to get out. They've got the helicopter plan, and Mars don't want to go. It's better to reveal that Mars is going to come, but through the eyes of Tally in the helicopter scene when Mars arrived with Jennifer.
Hello? Tommy.
My girl comes with me.
We see that the plan is working, that Mars is leaving the room to go to the helicopter, and Tommy sees a SWAT guy because the plan is to take the kid out, but he don't want to leave without his sister. But it's better to understand this just when Mars arrived with Jennifer, and through the eyes of Tally, we discover that Mars is here with Jennifer. So the plane failed.
We are unable to locate the packages.
So this scene was a little bit too much, you know. It was like too much that Mars is everywhere. When you see the scene, you think that Mars is too much everywhere. Maybe like it's too much, that he can throw Molotov cocktails everywhere. And Charlie arrived just after this moment. So we cut a part of this scene. This scene is in the movie, but without the gun in the mouth, because we thought that it was... In fact, the characters is enough loaded after the first scene, but in the script we always thought that maybe we need to load the character more, to know what he did after this scene. So it's like a sort of backstory about the character, that he tried to suicide himself and his daughter saw him.
Why do you keep hiding my gun?
You don't even remember?
But again, I think the character is enough loaded when you discover his face in the bathroom after the first scene, and you don't need to explain anything. You just see that he's a broken man and a loner
Y tus
and a
trailers.
loser.
Visita mi canal.
But his performance is great. Bruce's performance is fantastic. And Rumor too.
Amanda. Amanda! Amanda!
We cut those two shots when he set himself in fire because it was too gore and too violent. It's already really violent, so it was a little bit too much. And it's also to have the last image we are going to have of Mars. It's just this look with Jennifer and not a guy in fire who's looking at her. This is a better look than this one.